What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video, and welcome to the second video on Fanatic Film Reviews. If you guys are new, this is your first time checking out this channel, thank you so much. Hello, my name is Jack. I run FinaticFilms. That is my main channel that I do all my movie content, Blu-ray content, everything like that. This channel is a passion project of mine, and that project is simple: to hone my craft as a film critic and really push the boundaries of what I can personally do when it comes to film criticism. And today is the first actual film review that we are doing. I did a review of Mandalorian Season 2. That was the first video to kick off this channel, but today we are doing an actual movie review. And today, on Christmas Day, first off, Merry Christmas, we are reviewing the newest film from Pixar, and that is Soul. I am so excited to talk about it. So if you are new, this is kind of how the reviews are going to work. The first thing I'll do is I'll give you the synopsis. I'll tell you what the movie is about. Then I will get into my thoughts. I used to do the good and the bad. Now I'm just going to give you my thoughts overall. I don't have categories. It's just the thoughts I jot down while I'm watching the movie and what I think of the movie. And then at the end, I'll get into the point breakdown. If you guys are from my other channel, you guys already know what this is. I came up with a numeric system to rate movies from 1 to 100. I'll give you the point breakdown. Then at the end, I will give you my rating out of 100. Pretty simple, guys. Now, I used to want to make these videos over 10 minutes long. I used to want to make them heavily edited, make them really, really serious. They're still going to be serious. I'm still going to do some editing, but I'm not pushing for a specific runtime. I'm not pushing for anything like that. This is simply me talking about my thoughts, giving my criticism of the film, and telling you what I think, whether I recommend it or not. And yeah, I think without further ado, thank you so much for taking time to click on the video, checking out the channel, liking, commenting, subscribing. If you are interested in more film reviews, I've got more coming on the way. I've got a review for Wonder Woman 1984 coming out in a few days. I'm very excited. So if you are new and you enjoy, please consider dropping a subscription. This is my passion project. My other channel is my hobby, the one I really like to do, but this is truly my passion project. That is this channel. And I'm so excited to really get into more film criticism. But I think without further ado, let's just get right into the review. So the synopsis for Soul is Joe, a middle school band teacher whose life hasn't gone quite the way he expected. His true passion is jazz, and he's good. But when he travels to another realm to help someone find their passion, he soon discovers what it means to have soul. I'm sorry, I butchered that completely. Directed by Pete Docter. He did Inside Out, Monsters, Inc., and Up. And another film from Pixar. So the first few things I'm going to talk about are merely technical. Animation-wise, this film is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful animated films I've ever seen. I got to give props to the animation team, especially doing a lot of this during COVID. I know it was along the way before COVID, but to finish it, it's not finished until the film really comes out. We all know that that's kind of how it goes. So the animation team just did a brilliant job here, and it just was one of the most beautiful animated films I've ever seen in my life. The music, absolutely amazing. This is a film based around a jazz pianist, musician. The music should be pretty good, and it was absolutely fantastic. I think John Baptiste was the one that did a lot of the music for this. He's awesome. I love him. And overall, it just really set the tone and gave us the vibe of what we were having. And not just the jazz, but the score as well. It was absolutely amazing. But let's get into more of the nitty-gritty, some of the writing, some of the themes of this film. Now, I said this a little bit in my review on Twitter and on Letterboxd. Follow me on Letterboxd at Fanatic15 if you have not already, to see all my reviews of all the movies that I watch all the time. But I said this a little bit in that review, is that not only is this a family-friendly Pixar film, but it's also a very mature Pixar film. I would go out on a limb and say it's probably the most down-to-earth and mature Pixar film of any that's been made. It deals with really difficult questions that we're always trying to answer ourselves. What is the meaning of life? Why are we here? What is our purpose? And questions that we will never be able to answer, this film tries to tackle, and it does it very, very well by not just answering the question, by not just telling us, but by showing us the little things, showing us the conversations we have with people, showing us just everything that we enjoy, food, music, conversations with people. I mean, that's all shown here as life and the little things. Now, this film is a slap in the face to everyone because all of our lives, we're all, doing 9 to 5 jobs. We're all, going day to day, checking off things on a checklist, and we're not living life. This film is a slap in the face to tell you, you need to live life. You can't go through the motions because once your life is over, there's nothing left. So live your life. And that's the main message of this story. Don't let life pass you by. Live it. I mean, that's the main thing. And they were able to cram that very serious, very mature message into a fun, family-friendly film. It's not serious the entire time. There's a lot of jokes. I think Tina Fey is fantastic comedic relief as Soul number 22 in this film. I think she is phenomenal. And overall, it's just a really fun family film that has a very powerful, impactful message, especially this year. This year has been a very tough, hard, sad year. We needed a little bit of family fun while also learning something very impactful. If this year has taught us anything, it's to never expect your life to go a certain way. Things can happen at any time, and you need to live your life that you have to the fullest. And that's what this film did. Some more technical things. I think Pete Docter directed a fantastic film. I know there are some other co-directors. I don't know them off the top of my head, but I know that Pete Docter is like the main director. He directed another fantastic film. The performances overall, I think Jamie Foxx is fantastic. I already mentioned Tina Fey. She's brilliant in this film. I mean, they are just... The voice acting... I'm always amazed by voice actors because they're able to bring these performances out in animated characters, and they're just fantastic. I mean, I cried. I mean, it was amazing. It's written brilliantly. Like I said, you're able to fit a very serious and impactful message into a fun family film. I mean, that the writing of that is amazing. And I already mentioned the direction. Pete Docter is amazing. And this film is one of the best of the year. I mean, and it's I would go out on the limb and say it's one of Pixar's best. Just because of how mature it is, how real it is, and how they're able to not overdo that, because they could have gone down that hole and overdone it, but they weren't. They gave us the comedic moments. They gave us, the fun family moments, while also telling this message. And it's hard to balance that, but I think in this film in particular, they did it to a T, and it was absolutely perfect. So, very high on this film. I think it's one of the best of the year. I think it's one of Pixar's best. I would not say masterpiece, but I would say pretty close. I don't think it's a perfect film because there are some parts where it drags a little bit, but that's okay because it's showing us life. So I don't you guys know one of the categories is pacing. I didn't knock pacing because those quiet, silent moments were moments for us to look at life around us and see that the little things are the things that really matter. So I don't knock pacing for that. It dragged a little bit, but I understand it, and I went with it. So that's it for the review. Let's get into the point breakdown. So entertainment, out of 25, I gave it a 22. It dragged at a few parts, but again, I don't blame that so much. I mean, overall, I think it was absolutely fantastic. The performance is 20 out of 20. I think, there weren't that many performances. There was only a few voice actors, but I think they were all phenomenal. Direction, 10 out of 10. Pete Docter directed a fantastic movie. Writing, 10 out of 10. Like I said, being able to mesh this very serious message into this fun family film, I think was done masterfully. Give that a 10 out of 10. Emotions, 10 out of 10. I cried. I thought it was amazing. Cinematography, 10 out of 10. I mean, it's hard for an animated movie, but I'm going to consider that kind of the animation. The animation is breathtaking in this film. I mean, the film looks beautiful, so I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10. Pacing, 5 out of 5. Like I said, I don't knock the pacing on those slow parts. Rewatchability, 5 out of 5. I'll watch it again. And the automatic 5 out of 5 points. If you did the math, that means I give Soul a 97 out of 100. It is not my favorite movie of the year. Tenet is at number 1. But I will give you a little spoiler to my top 10 of 2020. Soul comes in at number 2. It is my second favorite film of the year. It is tied with The Trial of Chicago 7 at 97. But I have a soft spot in my heart for Pixar, so it comes just a little bit above Pixar. But guys, let me know down below in the comments, what did you think of Soul? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What did you like? What did you not like? Did you feel the same way I did? Do you think it's one of Pixar's best? Are you a little reserved? Let me know down below in the comments. I want to talk to you about this film. But guys, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for coming and checking out my first movie review in months. I mean, I'm a little rusty, so let me know how I did down below. But thank you guys so much for taking the time, considering subscribing. It really means the absolute world. Like I said, this is my passion project. I want this to just be fun for everyone. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.